Fifth graders, today we're going to be working with creating tables. So I want you to be in Google Drive, and I want you to get a new Google Doc. So if you need to stop the video right here, please do that and go get a Google Doc. We're going to call this Table Practice. Remember, that's what we do on at the beginning of the week. We just kind of work with a new topic and figure out how to do something new. So today we're going to learn about tables. So here's my cursor. It's flashing there, so it's ready to put something in. We are going to insert. We've been working with images. Today we're going to use one below that, and it's called tables. Take a look. If I slide over, it lets me do 2 by 1. Take a look. You see 2 columns, but all in one row. So this is a column, this is a column. I want to do 3 columns and 2 rows. 3 by 2. So I'm going to click in that cell. Notice that my table fills the entire page side to side. The other thing I want you to notice is that the cursor begins to flash right here. Now there's a lot of things that we can do to this table. One thing I wanted to show you is this little drop arrow that's up here in this corner. It allows me to change the borders of just this cell, okay? But because I don't want to use that, I just thought I'd show it to you, but we're not going to use it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click in this cell, hold down the key, and scroll all the way. So hold down the mouse, hold down the click, and select them all. Now, there's a couple different ways we can do this next step. What I'd like to do, this is a background color. So let's pick something very different than what we've got right now. Right now it's white. So I'm going to pick that light blue. The next is the border color. So I want to make sure that as we're doing this, I can really see as I'm walking around, see that you've made something very different. So I'm going to go with purple. Now look at this without clicking on anything, just look at it. It has the blue background and it also has that purple, those purple lines. But what I'd like to show you is how we can make those lines thicker. So we can go with no borders, 0 points. We can make it thinner, or we can go up as high as a 6. So I want you to click on 6 PT or 6 points. And now you can really see that purple border. If I begin to type in here, I can type whatever I want. So I'm going to put my name in there. You can stop the video if you need to and put your name in that cell. It will default to an Arial size 11 black, but I can do a number of different things, and in a minute we will. So I'm going to show you some different things that will happen when we work with tables. I'm going to click in the very last cell, and then on my keyboard, I'm going to find the Tab key, T-A-B. If you press it, look what happens. I get another row. If I press Tab again, now look, it's flashing in the middle and now in the last column. And if I press it one more time, I'm going to get a 4th row. So you can add more rows if you need them. If I don't need that, you know that I can always undo, or if I can't undo, I can get in this last row. I can right click and I can say 2 things. I can say delete the row, or look what happens if I come here. I'm going to come to this last one and I'm going to delete the column. Now I only have 2. Undo. Let's put that back. So I'm going to undo if it will let me. Maybe it won't. So now look what happened. I want that third row back and I can't, or that third column back, and I can't get it. So I'm just going to go right click in this cell and I'm going to say, let's insert a column to the right. It's going to add it to that outside. So insert column right. And now I've got it back. My undo, something happened while I was working the undo and it wouldn't put it back for me. So you can always add it back in. All right, let's do this. The cursor is flashing in this last column. I'm going to hold down the mouse. I'm going to click and drag. So I've selected that whole top row. I'm going to right click in there. Whoops. Try it again. It's not letting me do what I want to do here. I want to merge these cells. Oh, there it did it. Okay, so I right click and I tell it that I want to merge cells. Now I only have one cell up here. I made them all into one. I'm going to go back and I'm going to get my name. Clicking and dragging to select it. I'm going to move it to the middle, not by spacing, not by using the tab. I'm going to click on the center icon. I need you to change the font. Again, I won't tell you what to do, but I will tell you there are lots of choices. Slide through here. Take a look at all the different things you can do. Make it considerably larger. And then let's change the color while we're at it. So here's my font, here's my size, here's my color. Do not use highlighter. So change your text color without using the highlighter. Okay, so I use the same color that I used in my border. I can continue to write. Now notice that when I clicked in this cell, it went right back to Arial size 11 black. If I want to leave it like that, I can. Or we can change it. So if you make changes now, as you type in this cell, it will type along with you and do whatever you're doing. All right, so we can type the day of the week. So I'm just going to type Tuesday. I can click here. Now watch, when I type Wednesday, it went right back to what was set up before. All right. It won't change it to that other font unless I select it. Go to that, make it the same size, and pick that same color. I can also, if I choose to, move it to the center of the page. Now, all I have to do is click and choose center. So what I want you to do, you can type days of the weeks in here. You can type your friends' names. It doesn't matter. But as I'm coming by and as I'm watching you work, I want to see different fonts, different colors, different sizes in here. Please go ahead and fill all of those in. That's what I want you to work on today. So you can stop the recording and work on that.